Alright, welcome back to the channel guys. What's up guys? Kaise ho? And I hope everyone is doing great. That was one epic ride. I know it would be much better if that bike was mine, because I think there's a connect when you know that it's your own bike. But one small thing I wanted to clarify. A lot of people have misunderstood me. The Royal Enfield Himalayan is being underpowered. No. See, first of all, I've been riding minimum 800cc bikes. So experiencing that kind of throttle response, that kind of bikes, obviously that comparison happens in your head. If you're directly someone who's coming from a 200cc or maybe even the 500cc segment, you will still feel the Himalayan is very powerful. It's got that nice punchy torque. But one more thing again you have to keep in mind is that altitude. Even the 1250s liter class bike, they lose power when you go anything above 2000 meters. Because I remember taking Naresh's bike, the Himalayan 450, and when I took it into the city, I felt it so fun to ride. But now imagine that kind of an engine put into a proper street naked setup with a better tuning, with better tires, something that is tuned for the urban commuter, made like a proper muscle bike, a roadster. You know the kind of magic that is going to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome the Royal Enfield Guerrilla 450 Apex. Are you waiting for something? Yeah. 120 FPS shots coming up in 3,
So as you can see, I'm here at the Royal Enfield showroom collecting the beautiful Guerrilla Apex. One of the best looking street bikes. Looks are always subjective. The Guerrilla Apex, the latest gen 2026 edition. Everything is tuned in a different way. It's got much more torque. Torque comes in very early, and 90% of the torque, if I'm not wrong, is available below 3000 rpm, which is like very usable torque. I have ridden the bike before. I went to the launch event of the Apex in Assam, and riding the bike, the Ghats, it was really fun riding it. But then this is a proper street bike. If you remember, me and Adi, we both had fun riding the Guerrilla 450 Apex, but then that's what I'm talking about. Actually, you know, that torque I have experienced on this bike when that first day in the track. This is good, yeah. Okay, definitely engine has been improved. Second gear, I did not expect that torque to be there, that crazy. I mean, I thought it's a 450cc. I know how, you know, typically 400 to 500cc segment bikes, you know, they pull. But then I was surprised on the track when it gave me that hammer torque, okay? That was crazy. Definitely impressive. Till date, I still remember that. See that? Nice wide handlebars, because of which you are sitting at a very comfortable position. The previous generation I've ridden, I've done a proper test ride of that bike as well, but the difference I felt is, compared to this one, this is slightly inclined towards the front. Compared to that, little bit slightly, like very, unless you sit back to back, you'll not understand that. Mental, I am telling you guys, you will have crazy lot of fun. This kind of pull, seriously, this is good, because you know, I couldn't commute like this in the Ghats there. I mean, it was not this much fun riding the bike in the Ghats, because this is made a street naked, right? The street naked is made for streets. It's got more of a muscular look, because of which I would call it like you have this Ford Mustang, right? A muscle car. I would consider this to be the muscle bike in the two-wheeler segment. This is where it talks. The bike, it's crazy in the urban traffic, because you will actually get to experience the proper torque, the usable torque. First the petrol kotichukunte better. Very nimble bike. Aram se you can, like, effortless. One of the easiest bikes to ride. Very good Royal Enfield. You're doing some crazy good engineering on your machines, because I can see the difference between the older generations and the newer generation, especially the 450 Sherpa engine. Trust me, guys, you have to test ride it. If you're looking for a 400 to 500cc segment bike, a street naked especially, please take one test ride of this bike. You then decide, okay, I'm not joking at all. Craziness. See, it's in third gear and it jumps. Petrol bunk, petrol bunk, petrol bunk, petrol bunk. See, etla varte atla you can maneuver the bike very easy on your hand, very easy on your body. I get so confident on these bikes after riding, super sports 1000cc bikes and all, and GSAs. Aadakuntam, like I play with the bike left, right and center. Of course, I'll be extremely careful and extremely sensible as well. I'll be honest, this is a campaign with them I'm doing. But the best part about them is that they tell me there are no rules and regulations, like especially when it comes to content making. They'll give me full free hand. They say, whatever you feel, Sriman, you say it out. We don't want any bias. If you feel the bike is not good, please tell us, because that is the way we improve. And you can say it on the video so that people get a good review and they have the trust. And that's what matters, right? And I will never do that just saying just for the sake of it, just because I'm doing a campaign with them. I'll never do that. You can trust me on that. One thing I did not appreciate that much on the hills is that, especially because we are coming from bigger bikes, once again no comparison, but if we have to nitpick something and say, I will say that the bike's engine is tuned in such a way that you will have amazing next level fun in the city urban commute ke liye. But somehow the torque flattens out after I think 6000 rpm. Till there it pulls like crazy madness. I think no one can catch you in the city on this bike. This carries me away, yaar. It sounds good as well. Very comfortable ride. The seat is cushiony, nice and soft. It's not too hard on your butt. I think this is a ride-by-wire, so you can give that precise inputs. Braking is pretty good. Like superb confidence inspiring. Nice brakes. See, punchy brakes. So as of now, maybe because it's a brand new bike, I can't pick out any negatives out of it. Maybe after I leave Kuttin, Ragudin. Yeah, one thing I don't like that much, I'm not a fan of, but you can change, is the rear view mirrors. I don't like the round rear view mirrors on any bike, not this bike. Name it. If it's a Triumph, if it's a BMW, I don't care. I don't like round mirrors because visibility is kind of it's not perfect, I feel. Wide angle. If it's like a teardrop, so it's longer, the field of view is much better. Okay, let me stop for a second. I just want to show you something that I'm not a fan of. You see this particular button, this joystick, this is going to help you toggle things on your dashboard. I'm not a fan of this kind of a setup. I would prefer buttons, up and down buttons. This is also nice. Maybe I'll have to get used to it, especially wearing thick gloves. Actually, these are not thick gloves, these are proper Royal Enfield, one of my personal favorite gloves. Oh, by the way, every time I do this mistake, today I'm not going to do it. There are modes in the bike. Okay, let's try out mode. Sport mode, street mode. Let's put it in. Actually, first street mode and see if we can find any difference. Okay, this is street mode. Even in this mode, if no one would tell me there are modes in this, I wouldn't even try because it's powerful enough. Okay, sport mode. Okay, I think not too much of a difference, but I think the response, the throttle response has gotten a little bit sharper. Yes, that's there. Turning radius can also be better actually. Himalayan lo mast untadi turning radius. That's like crazy. You can make crazy good, adventure tourer kada, they will preferably give you more turning radius compared to a street bike. Generally street bikes are like that. And super sports, so they turn this much, that's it. If you want to make a U-turn, you'll have to make at least 2-3 3-point turns and then turn it. Love the engine, love the brakes, love the handling. I don't know what else do you need in a bike. Yeah, I think long rides now, the biggest question everyone asks me, because I am a guy who loves long rides and I started my career with that. So anyone who is asking me if this bike is for long rides, you can do long rides on any bike, amma. Forget about that. It's all the will. But yeah, like I say, these are all tools that make your ride better. Do you want to tighten a screw with a wrench or with your hand? Or with a screwdriver? So you decide what tool you want to do what. Touring ke liye definitely I would prefer the Himalayan, upright, straight, handlebar here, and that bike can be also used in the city. But if I have to choose more of a street bike, then this is that purely. And once in a while I want to go to Ladakh, definitely 100%, why not? It is very capable. The same Sherpa engine, it's just that it's tuned more aggressively for the streets. Sriman ఏమన్నా ఒక్క మాట తప్పు చెప్తే, if you think Sriman said something he faked in this particular video, comment down below. I can bet ప్రాపర్గా ఒక S1000 ఇచ్చేస్తాం మీకు. Flickable, that's the most important thing. Quick overtakes, no second thoughts, no hesitation. Suspension in the city is kind of sturdy, not too bumpy. It shouldn't be, because you'll not have the connect with the road then. Shouldn't be too sturdy as well, where it is going to hit your butt and shiver your hands. See, I'm doing nothing right now, no throttle. I'm just using the clutch to move the bike in second gear at 13 kilometers per hour. It's got so much of torque inside that it wants to come out. See, nothing I'm doing, I'm just leaving the clutch and it moves. That's it, at 20 kilometers per hour. Now if I throttle, it takes the power, but there is a initial, like, that punch is not there immediately. The moment I throttle little, it pulls. Very good power. This, they nailed it without any second question. ఇంటికి పోతే బెటర్ ఏమో, వర్షం పడేటట్టు ఉంది, చీకట్ అయింది ఆల్రెడీ. What a color. I didn't know. I don't know how many colors are there in the Defender. Every time I see there's a different color. There's like a cherry red or something like that. అంత సింపుల్గా ఎందుకు పెడతారులే పేర్లు? BMW వాళ్ళు, రేంజ్ రోవర్ వాళ్ళు పేర్లు, అట్లాంటిక్ రెడ్, యూకలిప్టస్ రెడ్, ఇట్లాంటి పేర్లు ఉంటాయి. See how I'm flicking, how I'm filtering in the traffic. One more traffic sense we all should change. If you are one of these, don't block the free left. You are going to go right, so one lane you take till here. See, this magnet car is perfect, this line is fine. This white car is the, I don't want to say the name, but don't do that. If you're going right, be on the right lane. You think you'll be faster, but end of the day, someday you will be blocked piche, because someone like you is blocking the left lane, the free left. Well made bike.
You can don't take my word, but you test ride it and you tell me how do you feel about it. Anything that I mentioned, if you think is wrong, do let me know in the comment section. One more thing that genuinely impressed me is the price, especially after the recent GST revisions. Most brands have been running left, right and center how to price their motorcycles, and most have even downsized their engines. I think Guerrilla 450 is the only motorcycle that hasn't downsized, and it's still a 450. Produces a 40 PS power, 40 Nm torque. 90% of the torque is available at 3000 RPM, which is pretty great. The Apex has been launched at 2.49 lakhs ex-showroom, and miraculously with more improvements. For instance, take the Triumph Speed 400. I think it was priced somewhere around 2.33 lakhs ex-showroom, and it has been bumped by 6,000 rupees, if I'm not wrong, to around 2.39 lakhs. But good news is they again reduced the price to 2.33 lakhs ex-showroom. But the bad news is that they downsized the engine from 400cc to 350cc. Of course, I did not ride the 350, so I'm not sure how that 50cc has changed the performance. The Guerrilla 450 that costed 2.49 lakhs ex-showroom pre-GST revision, it was bumped by around 18,000 after the GST revision. But magically, somehow the all-new Guerrilla 450 Apex is priced at again 2.49 lakhs, which literally means that this is the only brand that has reduced the price without degrading the engine or power figures. I mean, you're getting more for less. Same 450cc engine, sportier stance, better resistant tires, recalibrated riding modes. I love the healthy competition that is happening between all the motorcycles in this category. I hope you guys have found this video genuine. There might be some cons like any product on the planet, but majorly in terms of performance and all, the engine, the way it rides, I think on point. No, I'll not say all this. You people go test ride it in case you're looking for a street naked, that to a roadster. You people tell me, comment section.